Hey everyone, and welcome to this detailed boss fight analysis of Godfrey the First Elden Lord, the cat removing beastman. So in this video I made 5 tips for you to follow in general in boss fights, specific to this one as well. So tip number 1 is do not panic, heal or flask. So here he's doing his heavy ground axe removal attack, and I'm trying to panic flask because I got low and he hit me. Next is him doing a shockwave and me trying to flask immediately and getting hit multiple times. Do not panic flask. Heal after you've dodged a combo of attacks. So here I dodge the same combo without panic flasking, and now there's a gap for me to flask because I was not knocked down. Here's another example. Dodge the flurry of attacks he throws at me, and then I flask and have enough time to roll the follow-up. Next we have stay on Godfrey's left or your right side. Now this is a very important thing in this fight. When you fight on his left hand side, it almost feels like a choreographed fight, and you'll get so comfortable and used to it that you'll get this face down easy. So here I dodge to the right, dodge to the right, I keep circling around him to the right. We'll still get to it, but man, I love jump attacking this guy. Here, because you're on his right hand side, you're outside of his swing radius, so you can get an extra hit in. I just did not take it in this case. His footstop generally travels backwards, so if you dodge backward, it's prone to hit you. And because I'm on his left, I don't have to dodge this attack, so I get a bonus hit in. Do not try and make up DPS. So when you know, after you fight him for a few times, when your openings are like this, if you miss your opening by making a mistake on rolling, do not try and get that hit in that you think you're deserved, because you will get hit and it's not worth. Here's another one. I know when he does that, I can hit him 3 times like this, and then have enough time to roll dodge. So here I was low and I wanted to flask up, so I still wanted to get my 3 hits in, but it was not possible. Tip number 5 is stay calm, stay positive, you got this. I believe in you. So here I have a breakdown of his phases. He's actually a boss that has 4 phases, even though it just looks like 2. The only difference is he gets a little bit smoky on phase 2 and 4. I'll show you which abilities changes. So let's get into phase 1. Sometimes he starts a bit weird, but doesn't always happen. He normally starts with a jump and an axe throw like this, and then you can get a hit in here. So next he will transition into some rhythmic fighting that you can just dodge to your right or his left. This is, to me, the thing that's most important in this fight. It's the jump attack when he does his foot stomp. You can only get a small attack in. I've tried a large attack and you always get hit. Sometimes after his foot stomp, he swings his axe in the air and then hits it in the ground and then steps on it. That means you need to back away and dodge all of these. And this is just me getting hit in the face. If you dodge all of this attack successfully, this is one of the best opportunities for you to heal up and recompose. When transitioning to phase 2, he does a slow motion slam on the ground, but he lifts up his axe first, lets go of it with his bottom hand, grabs it again, and as soon as you see him moving, you need to roll dodge. This is important because you can get multiple attacks off afterwards before you need to dodge again. When you get this phase down and you get all those hits off, you do not have to spend a lot of time in this phase where he is doing that shockwave stomp, which it makes things a little bit harder, especially if you need to heal. So this is interesting that I've noticed. When you catch him mid-flurry of attack when he should have been phasing to phase 2, and you can keep hitting him, by the time he transitions and does his slow motion attack and you roll everything perfectly, you can get him to skip phase 2 completely and go to phase 3 straight.
Now I fight as Hoarah Loux, warrior!
So welcome to the ragdoll phase. In this phase, you will get pushed up and thrown to the ground multiple times. So if you want to roll forward to get a hit off just straight after his grab, you can just watch his arms. The second they start moving, you need to roll. And this is another variation of the same thing. Look at his arms. The second they move, you roll and you can successfully dodge him. If you roll too early, you will 100% be grabbed and smacked into the floor. So I found rolling backwards to be the best. So again, watch his arms. If you roll backwards on this particular grab as well, you can always get double shot in. So this is yet another way you can be grabbed and thrown to the floor. I suggest rolling backwards again. You can roll forward and you can get a hit in depending on if you want to risk it. Here is another slowdown of that grab. Just watch his arm. The second it starts accelerating towards you, you can roll and you can get your hit in. So rolling backwards is probably the safe option. Here we get to his next move. Screaming and slapping the ground and just pulling magma out of it for some reason. You can dodge this, just roll the 2 shockwaves, run backwards and roll if you need to, and you can get out of it completely. So next he will smack you, he will step on you, he will kick you, and he will swipe you and do every single thing that a martial artist wants to do to you. Because he does not stop once he starts hitting you. So here I've tried backing off far and he still reaches me, doing various things, and he always seems to catch up with me or staggers me. So I suggest still trying to get to his left side, your right side of the screen, or get behind him completely because his turn circle is pretty big. I just put this in because I thought that's a pretty badass kick he does sometimes. So here we get to stage 4. So I've tried running far away, but the shockwave does not seem to be escapable. The only difference in stage 4 is how you deal with the shockwave, and then his stomps again will have a shockwave component to them. The rest of his moves are all the same from phase 3. Again, the only tip I have for dodging this is watch his hands. So I'll put a link in the description with the talismans that I use for this fight if you're interested in that. Thank you so much for watching this video so far. I hope it helps you. This will be the full kill attempt, and just to show you that you can still succeed with this even though I made almost every mistake I advised you not to make. If I don't jump attack that, I get hit. Or if I roll to his left. My left. Ow! Stop. Stop hurting me, friend. I'm gonna heal. Oh no, this is bad. I needed to attack him here. Okay, poison. Tenacity. Yeah, I mean, so I see it like this game, like yes, your character levels up with experience, but it feels like I gain in real life experience in the game. But I do appreciate the compliment. Compliment is what I wanted to say before I got smacked to the ground. It's going bad now. Oh, this is really bad. Yep. Yeah, I'm super dead. Oof. How did I roll that? Stop. Stop. Can you stop? Can you just stop for 1 second? Please, just give me a second to heal. Now we can fight. Let's do it. Ow. I rolled backwards. I shouldn't do that. No. Okay. Okay, so I don't know if I can dodge that, but I just didn't. Ow. Okay. Ow. I'm completely out of flasks. Whew.
Tarnished. Thy strength befits a crown.
I did it. Just took literally everything I had.